Hi, my name is Oliver Ratzesberger. I'm Executive Vice President and Chief Product Officer at Teradata. And today with me I have Mike Olson, co-founder of Cloudera and Chief Strategy Officer. Mike, welcome.
It's good to be here, Oliver. Thanks for having me. You know, you spent much of your career building and using data systems for some of the greatest companies on the planet. And in doing that, you built very large scale, very high performance systems. I spent my career mostly working for the big relational database vendors building those systems. I think we've both got a couple of decades of opinion and experience in this. The pace of innovation right now, absolutely breathtaking. But more than that, the challenges in delivering real enterprise grade data management, no easier than they've ever been. And I think that's a view we both share as well.
Yeah, in fact, I think it's getting more complicated to some extent, right? There is so much choice out there, and the drive for agility in every company is just like overwhelming, right? People want to get things done faster and faster and faster. Agile is no longer fast enough, right? I don't have 30 days to do something. I need to get something done in 2 hours, right? And so the push is there to do things very, very quickly. The technology certainly is evolving. It allows us to do things a lot faster. However, it also is often met with like, well, I need to reproduce this same result, hopefully next year or next quarter or next week. And I can't completely forget about the fact that I need to design something that needs to last, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. In fact, I would say even more than that, there are very high performance production systems deployed in large enterprises everywhere that are running the business. Yeah. And those cannot be disrupted. There are great complementary new technologies. There are great new workloads that fit into existing and new architectures. Those systems need to be deployed and used alongside with the existing system. So integration of all of that stuff is important. And then, you know, stop and think. Security policies, data governance, compliance with regulatory regimes and the law. Those enterprise grade requirements now apply to the entire fabric. And that's the sort of challenge that I think many people didn't understand when Hadoop was a baby elephant 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I agree. And in fact, you use the word fabric, right? I believe what we are seeing today is really the evolution of that fabric, of that ecosystem, right? We often talk about that analytical ecosystem being the new center of what companies need to form around, right? And I remember years ago, we would argue it has to be one platform versus the other, right? And it's no longer that argument, right? It is a construct of integrating different technologies, and those that integrate them the best, I think, will be the leaders, right? And we've been working together as part of our partnership and whatnot to integrate Hadoop and Teradata technologies for that very reason, because there are certain use cases that one technology is absolutely unbeatable, and there's use cases the other technology is unbeatable. And when you combine that, then you really get to breakthrough results, right? And you can do things that were previously, well, either very challenging or thought of impossible, or we didn't even know we could do that, right? And so it has opened up, I think, opportunities in companies to combine traditional kinds of data with new forms of data, with new forms of processing, right? All of a sudden, like, everybody wants to do graph processing, everybody wants to stream in real time. And when you overlay these things, it can quickly get complicated, right, in this environment. And this is the other part that I think our customers, our shared customers, are really looking to us as leaders and saying, how do you make that simple? How do I get this up and running, right? And this is where I think the combined experience of our two companies can complement very well in this ecosystem, in these architectures.
But you know, 5, 6, 8 years ago, there was a lot of speculation. If I get a Hadoop platform, does that mean I don't need my operational data store or my enterprise data warehouse? Again, old relational guys like us, look, the systems that are deployed in data centers today have been running mission critical workloads for decades. They're outstanding at it. They co-evolved with the business problems they solve, so they're really, really good at it. More to the point, you said it, it's the complementary capabilities of these platforms that make them individually interesting, right? So, you know, Cloudera builds on Hadoop and Spark and Friends, and we deliver a bunch of scale out, train a machine learning model, do a lot of ETL. There are very high performance OLAP and analytic applications that run on Teradata. Individually, those are interesting. The key point is, if you put them together, what does the combination allow you to do? And I think that's the real promise. We're thrilled with what we see customers doing just with our platform, but when we look at the business problems that large enterprises have and how they can attack them, with a real unified data architecture, with the fabric I was talking about, it's a lot more exciting.